In this tutorial in Cyberlink PowerDirector, we're going to look at how to use the AI text-to-video function. This is available for 365 subscribers. Now, this is one of those functions that you might find occasionally very helpful. If you are looking for a very short scene and you don't have it, you can't film it, you don't see something online that fits it, maybe AI can create one for you. I've never done this before, but let's see how the tool works. So I have this scene of these vehicles on this mountain road, and let's assume that I want to add a scene, only 5 or 10 seconds, that AI will create for me, maybe to tie into this. So how do I do that? I have to go into the area on the left side, and I'm going to go into Video B-roll Generator. And then I have 3 options under that. If I click, I have image to video, text to video, and character motion swap. We're going to use text to video in this particular case. I click on that, and I see I have this screen open. It gives me several different models that I can use. Now, the models will have different features. So let's see what that means. Now, in order for me to see how much this is going to cost in credits, I have to put at least one character in the description. So I'll just type the letter A. Now we find out if I want to use a King 3 option, it gives me standard and professional, 5 or 10 seconds, and these aspect ratios. Now you notice the standard is going to cost me 20 credits. The professional will add 5. If I add sound, the sound will add 10. But that's not always the case. For example, if I look for another option, let's try Video Q3. Okay, this gives me what's called a turbo mode and a professional mode. The turbo is 16, the professional is 24, and looks like sound is turned off, so I don't have an audio, and I can do 4, 8, or 16 in 3 resolutions. Let's try a different one. Let's try the Sora 2. Now that one, if I do professional, it's 72 credits. Standard is 24. And we have 4, 8, or 12. We have 2 resolutions. And audio is grayed out. It's not available. I'm going to go back to the King 3, which is the initial one. And let's not do professional. Let's do standard. And let's do 16 by 9, 5 seconds, and we will do audio. So that will cost me 30 credits. Then you want to do a description. Now there's a button here called Inspiration, which allows you to get some examples. If I click on that once, we have this description of an Asian girl with cars passing by. The camera zooms in, she slowly turns her head, she's bewildered. If I click it again, we have another one. A dim kitchen late at night. We have more descriptions here about exhaustion, what he's saying, people turning around, and we have some dialogue going on and silence, and so the whole thing is there. Let's try again. Looks like these are the 2 that we have for inspiration. So what I can do is I can just delete all that, and I can type my own. But what I've done is I've typed mine external to the tool. I've typed it simply in a text, and this is what I'm going to try. So I'm going to try to see what happens when I say we have a cinematic close-up shot of a blue Corvette racing toward the camera on a 2-lane black asphalt road. There's a forest on either side, the red yellow maple trees, the sky's partly cloudy, the sun's shining through, lighting the car and the road. At the end of the clip, the Corvette fills the screen. It's driven by a 20-something blonde woman. She has long hair, wearing a red sundress, silver reflective sunglasses. She has an urgent look on her face. Let's see how good it can do with this text. So I'm going to just copy it. I like to do the copy and paste. It's easier. And do paste. Okay, now I want AI. And I don't want professional. I want standard, and I'll do 5 seconds. So that'll cost me 30 credits. So it's kind of a mix. I've not done this before, and let's see what happens. So now I can click on the generate button and we'll see what we get. Your image to video task is being generated. You will be notified when it's done. We'll send you an email. So let's see what happens. It only took a couple of minutes, and Cyberlink sent me an email indicating that my generated video was ready. The way you find it is you click on the My Gen AI Creations button in the upper right corner of your screen above the preview screen. And then you'll see these options of things that you have used or not used. You see I have some file counts where I've used some of the features already. Mine will be an AI video generator. I'll click on that and it opens up this panel. Here's some image I've done before. This is the brand new one. When the first time you open it up after you generate it, you will see a time button indicating it's trying to populate this. And I've already done that, so I see the image here. If I want to view it, I can click on the button here. And here I can view it, and I can hear it as well because I have some sound. We'll look at more detail later. I can also regenerate it. That will take more credits, or I can download it. So I'm going to click on download, and then I go to my file system, indicate where I want it to go, and then I can download it. I've done that, so I won't repeat it here. So we've downloaded it, and I can close these out now, and then when you download it, it puts it in the media room. Here it is. I moved it to the timeline, and let's look at slowly in the timeline. I can go through kind of frame by frame here. We do have a blue vehicle. It's coming toward the camera. We do have a kind of a forest. We do have the right kind of mix of clouds and sun. Not quite as bright as I thought it would be. And as I look at the driver is female. The driver has sunglasses. I wanted gray. I didn't specify that. I should have. Okay. You can see a bit of look on the face, but it's a little bit fuzzy. And I should have told it that I want it to come in and zoom not on the grill, but on the driver. That would have been my preference. Again, the more specific you are, hopefully the better off it would be. But we have 5 seconds here of this clip, and if I couldn't find it online, I couldn't find something like it, I couldn't make it myself, it gives me an option. So let's go through it again, play it on this screen. And that's not bad, and that's not the highest resolution. So if you find yourself in a situation where you're looking for some footage and you must have some things, AI can generate it through Cyberlink by using some of your credits.